It's been quite the many years since I've uploaded a video, and I decided to make one on the collection so far, seeing that the entire year has passed and the collection has grown and changed quite a bit. So let's take you on to my collection. So yes, sadly we're not going to be talking about that place, but we're going to talk about this place. We're going to talk about this, which is in my room, and of course it doesn't do stuff. This is my collection. This is the stuff that doesn't really get displayed too much. We have a gunship right there, a couple other stuff. This one just came in, very nice. The next wing, very nice. Very, very nice. This one also just came in, this Republic gunship, and a couple other figures. We have another Republic gunship. This is the first Republic gunship. The first thing I bought with my first paycheck. Very fantastic. We have two X-Wings. We have the blue and the red leader, as well as a couple other starfighters. And as you've seen below, we have a ATTE, a couple other ships, and another ATTE. And down below here, we do have a couple of other items where I have no idea where I'm going to put them. Right here are boxes! I need a new place to put these boxes. Over on the other side, we do have... Oh, well, there's not that many characters here. This is the, I guess, sequel. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to be placing a couple of other figures here. But yeah, it's decreasing. It's going down in size. There isn't really that many characters here anymore. But yeah. This is basically it for the sequel trilogy characters. And indeed, we do meet up with the legendary R2-D2. Very fantastic piece. Hardly does anything, but that's the beauty in this thing. We'll go on to my desk because there's a couple of just random garbage here. We do have a Lego X-Wing, very nice, that I got for Christmas. Very fantastic. Below that, we have Stormtrooper Boxes. Sadly, only 2. I wanted 4. We got the Cantina Showdown. Over here we have the ARC 170, nope, my bad, the 501st ARC Trooper Pack. We have Baby Yoda right there, Grogu, fantastic. We have 2 pieces from the Millennium Falcon, the box for the Lego set. We have the Emperor's Throne Room, right there's a little piece right there. And then we have 2 boxes of the Rebels, what do you call it, 4-pack, there we go. The Galactic Empire. And this right here, where is it right here? This I have been using to fix loose joints on the Black Series characters, which we will be watching right now. Of course, I would never lie, but I just lied right now. We're actually on to the Rebels collection. For the most part, this is a Black Series vehicle, so I haven't entirely lied. But this is a new thing I'm trying out. It's where I no longer have the hatches on, and I just have random figures on it. So we'll go through the Falcon real quick. Here's a couple figures. There's a new Quill that just arrived not that long ago. Up here we just have a little diorama set with the Wookies. Over there, more Porgs. And then back there, I think you can see all the Rebel Fleet Troopers that came in the new set. We have a couple of other figures. We have our pilots right there, Poe Dameron. By Poe Dameron, I mean Admiral Akbar. Oh, yikes, that is a big one. Then we have a couple other figures, and then there is the main forecast. Pretty cool. Right here we have the B-Wing. We have Ponda, I believe that's his name, piloting this amazing Vintage Collection B-Wing. Back there we have Jango Fett Slave 1, a couple of fighters. Very nice, and then this is the Power of the Force 2 Snowspeeder. And then down here we have the Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game. Very fantastic. And then a couple of other boxes and lightsabers. A pretty cool set. So these are famous stairs, but if you come up, we have a new place. We have a wheel. Because that's a wheel. Down here we do have Obi-Wan Kenobi Starfighter with the hyperspace ring and a base. Very fantastic. Over here we have the Black Series Snow Speeder. And then we have Boba Fett's Slave 1, very fantastic. We have an old TV, and on top of that we have Luke Skywalker's helmet, and then a Black Series diorama piece of the Black Series. pretty decent. It does turn on, and it does fall off. Continuing on from that, we do have a couple Lego pieces right here. Very sporadic, a couple things in the back. But we do have our Empire shelf, and by shelf I mean more set like table. We do have a couple of TIE fighters, a couple of ATSTs. Over here are our pilots. Very fantastic. Over here are like the Death Troopers, I believe. A couple of miscellaneous people right here. Very amazing. Over here, same ordeal. We have our Snow Troopers and our Sand Troopers and all the sorts. And then right here in the middle, we do have Darth Vader and a majority of the Stormtroopers. And then up there, we have the Emperor with some Royal Guards. Very fantastic. Making our way from there over here, we do have a Stormtrooper helmet. Very, very fantastic. And to the right, we do have a BB-8 little statue. And then we do have, well, sir, what could be in the bag? It's a pet rock. I spend hundreds of dollars on my friend, and I get this instead. Very fantastic Christmas gift. I will put it back in the box and never open it again. But of course, if we flip the camera, whoa, we make our way to the actual amazing shelf and a TV. So starting from the left, we do have a Separatist Shelf. Now there's a couple of things here and there. This is an MTT with a couple of figures. We do have a Holiday Trooper right there. A couple accessories, just random accessories. Down here we have more droids, with Darth Maul leading the charge. A couple of ships. And then down here we have a homing spider droid. It's missing the bomb missile, but it takes a while. A couple commando droids. Very fantastic. And of course we do have a couple of Order 66 packs. Then the sides are lined with boxes because I don't know where to put them. And a couple miscellaneous things in the background because I don't know where to put these things. But on this side, we continue on with the Separatist Shelf. With the final thing, it's the Black Series Separatist Shelf. Very fantastic. We have a couple battle droids, a couple of Sith, Bounty Hunter. Very nice. This is not Star Wars, so why is it here? Well, I don't know where to put it, but I found the place. So the place where we had the sequel characters, this is where everything's gonna go. But we do have a couple of Marvel characters. I'm mainly into the Spider-Verse, so there's a lot more Spider-Man and Spider-Man villains. A couple of MCU characters, but for the most part, we do have a lot of Spider-Man figures. So very cool. But down here, we move on to our Clone Wars shelf. A nice V-Wing, a couple of troopers in the background. Down here, we have the ABC mobile cannon, and a couple of Phase 1 troopers from the Clone Wars, as well as this guy. Very hard to find, very expensive. So yeah, pretty cool. Now, of course, from there, we move on over here. The Clone Turbo Tank, very fantastic. Moving up slightly, we have a little bit more troopers right here. Very fantastic. I really like that Yoda. Very nice. A couple of shock troopers. And then up here, we do have our final shelf. So as you can see, there are 4 boxes. I might move them again. Our 501st, and then onto the side we have our 212th, although it's not really that great. Then Rex is here. Rex should be over here. Boom. Boom. There we go. Nice. We do have Ahsoka and a couple of other troopers such as Hardcase, Scythe, Jesse, Denal, a couple of other troopers. We have the ARC Trooper pack, including Jesse. We have a couple of other characters right here, and Obi-Wan Kenobi to round it up. And then up here's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing up here. This originally was a Mandalorian shelf, but I since moved it. Where has it gone? Well, if you go from over there to down here, we have well, 4 shelves, but one's being used by cables. We'll start down here. This is the Force Awakens, I guess, characters, and sequel characters as well. It's a random Darth Vader, I just realized. And then this Wookiee, this is my biggest regret. What's that Wookiee? Paid full price, I have not enjoyed the figure at all, so I'm very sad about that. Up here we do have our Rebel shelf. Managed to put in a couple of that commemorative Skywalker Saga sets. Here and there we have the entire crew except for Ezra. Oh no, Ezra's back there. Wait, what the hell? Why is Bosk here? I didn't even realize Bosk was there, but now he has been moved. Very, very interesting. Over here we do have our Mandalorian shelf. Now this is everybody Mandalorian. Except for this guy. This guy is Grogu, not a Mandalorian, but he does fit inside that little cage. Very nice. Moving on from there, we go a little bit up, and we do have this little set right here. We do have the Cantina, very expensive set, as well as Greedo, also pretty cool. Now this was where Bosk was originally meant to be, next to Boba Fett. Jar Jar just wants to enjoy a nice refreshing drink. And then we have a couple bounty hunters and just random figures that I've acquired. Up there we have a Gamorrean guard, and yeah, very, very cool. Moving on from there, we move slightly up, and we have our Clone War shelf. Very, very enticing. We have a couple of Phase 1 troopers, a couple of more customized troopers, and then over here to the right, we start off with our Bad Batch troopers. Very fantastic. We have Captain Rex, Cody, and Echo in the middle. Pretty cool. Up here we do have our Jedi display. Very fantastic. A couple of the older masters. We have Anakin in center because he's amazing. Doing that little chokehold because he's amazing. Then we have Kenobi. We have Ben and Cal, as well as Jaina Solo, because I don't know where to put them. They don't really fit anywhere else, especially Revan. Revan also, I don't know where to put him. But we put him here for now just to see how they work out. Of course, moving from there, we have our Rebel shelf, and oh my god, that is full. So from the very top, we have a couple of our pilots, a couple of our figures. A little blurry and my camera's not really picking it up. There we go. Very nice. Down here, we have a couple of other figures. There we go. Very fantastic. And they're barely holding on. There's hardly any space, so that's why there's no space. But yeah, this is our Rebel shelf. Very fantastic. Now, sadly, I am short, so I will need a chair for this, but if we go higher, boom, we have our Imperial shelf. There we go. So over here, we have a couple of our amazing troopers. A couple of sand troopers. We have Admiral Thrawn right next to Moff Tarkin. A couple of other figures. We have Boba Fett right there. We have a couple more. I need to move the chair. The chair has been moved. We have a couple of other figures. Don't know if you can see them. A couple of them are hidden. We have Moff Gideon. Crosshair, of course. And over here, making the little swirl, we end up with the probe droid. I need to go over there. After moving the chair the 4th time, we finally have Darth Vader with 2 royal guards that don't like to stand. But Vader, if you notice, is doing the exact same pose as my Anakin Skywalker. Amazing. And then there's the little probe droid. Very nice. Last minute random junk. We do have boxes. And right here is the Mace Windu. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but that's the Mace Windu from the Phantom Menace card back. And this is Qui-Gon Jinn from the Phantom Menace card back. Over here we do have a couple of figures from the Clone Wars line. This is the 6-inch Black Series versions of all 4 characters. I regret paying the prices I did, but this was the only way. Hey, that's... And that was it. Who knows when I'm going to upload again, because school's taking quite the toll, and oh god, it's very tiring, very time consuming. So yeah, the collection's looking pretty nice. The Razor Crest is coming. I have ordered it, and it's coming. Who knows when, of course. I don't know. But yeah, hope you enjoy.